Welcome to my low quality planet where I still don't know where to put my eyes, so I'm just going to look around like we're talking to an audience. All right, so if you're wondering who this is that popped up, and God bless you if this is on your YouTube suggested page, because what have you been doing with your life? You've been doing something wrong. You've been watching some weird stuff. I'm a refugee from the TikTok, so stick around if you want to, or go find me on TikTok. I'm Tequila and Donuts over there. I said I was going to talk about some of the cults that I belong to. I'm going to talk about one, and I might upload some other things about other cults I have. And you have to be careful when you talk about this because some of these things have transformed people's lives and they have this huge emotional connection to it, and you don't want to be insensitive to that. And this one is like something that really did change me, but it's like when I got a little more involved, I'm like, oh no, I think this might be a cult. And it is, I had to write it down, Carol Tuttle, Dressing Your Truth. And I gotta say, this really helped me not so much like shift things, but to clarify, because sometimes pop psychology and things like The Secret and stuff, it's not that these are new concepts, and it's not like they're even presented particularly well or maybe even responsibly. responsibly. But it's just sometimes when you put something in that reference, it makes it easier to relate to and it stays in your brain other than reading, in depth about stuff. I mean, I guess that's a problem with all of us. Oh, look, I'm getting text messages. Anyway, so Dressing Your Truth, Carol Tuttle. I had lost a whole bunch of weight. I have an autoimmune thing and I changed the way I'm eating and I lost a bunch of weight in a short amount of time. And I had to replace my clothes, and I thought to myself, well, it might be nice if, since I'm having to redo everything, that I had some unified approach to my clothing as opposed to the hodgepodge way that I normally have done things for 50 plus years. So I looked into like getting my colors done or something stupid like that, and I stumbled on this little book, and I read it, and I'm like, wow. So basically, she breaks it down that there's like 4 different personality types, and I believe that I'm a 1-2, but I'm still not 100% sure one way or the other. But I'll just focus on what a type 1 is. A type 1 is sort of like a natural comedian and sort of pushes out first and wants to have fun and all of this other good stuff. And it fit what my mentality is, but it did not ever fit the way I dressed myself. Like, the way I dressed myself was all black. I was very black. Black on black. Like, have you ever not bought a black thing because it just wasn't black enough? Like, it needs to be black or it needs to suck up all the color in the room before I want to buy it. So it was like that. You open up my closet, it was black, white, and red, right? So I was like, oh, okay, that's something to think about because one of the things her tenants was like, if you're type 1, you should avoid wearing black because it's pushing out the wrong message. So I kind of followed the guidelines and it shifted something in my brain and made me happier. And the energy and attention that I got back was more commensurate with what I wanted to have. So it kind of blew my mind because it's sort of a silly concept, this book, but it had a profound effect. Now, the cool part was when I actually joined the monthly thing so I could have access to the message boards. I even bought like the color cards and stuff like that because I figured like anytime somebody like Carol Tuttle gave me this kind of epiphany that I should give something back to her. So I didn't mind spending the money, and it was a chunk of change, let me tell you. Really was. But then when I did the monthly, it's like, I'll do this for a little bit. And I did, and I got in a little deeper, and I'm like, oh no, I think I've joined a cult. So I unjoined, and it was easy to unjoin. So if you stray over there and you want to take a look around, I mean, they don't suck you in, and it'd be problematic with getting out. But that was one of the cults that I joined that kind of had a profound effect on me. So it's Dressing Your Truth with Carol Tuttle. Yeah, give it a look. Also helped me with kind of talking and working with coworkers and things, and some other people in my life that have been somewhat problematic. I'm like, oh, you're a type 4. I get it. Thanks for spending some time with me. Bye.